The biggest black hole in our galaxy is being finally revealed. How big is it, and what are the implications of the discovery? Hello and welcome to today's video. We will be covering the startling discovery of the biggest black hole in our galaxy, the Milky Way. Astronomers' search in the center of the Milky Way has resulted in the discovery of a massive black hole. It is a celestial vortex, which is 26,000 light-years away from the Earth. It is not easy to spot it from the Earth. A team of researchers from diverse backgrounds, many from different countries in the world, was embroiled in the search. The team has now realized a photograph which has covered a supermassive black hole. It has been dubbed Sagittarius A*. It was snooped through the power of 8 linked radio dishes from around the globe that together can pierce through gas clouds in outer space. It is difficult to get such images because of the very fact of they are invisible to any devices because the light is not fast enough to escape their clutches. In the moment of the photo, Sagittarius A* discovered itself in the form of a dark shadow encircled by the bright radiance of the gas and fragments whirling around its borders. The snapshot is taken from an area in deep outer space and it looks evocative of a solar eclipse. As a darkened circle adorned in a glowing red-orange shrouded by the light. The image was colored so that human eyes could distinguish the black hole, which is a rare occurrence. Until 3 years ago, any representation of a black hole was just a dreamer's imagination or a computer model of what the revolving, reality-bending marvel of the black hole might look like. The picture is the result of a rare occurrence where each pixel represents a colossal effort. Scores of scientists from over 80 institutions around the world have worked together to collect, process, and piece together pieces of data. The discovery is also printed in the science journal Astrophysical Journal Letters. Representatives from the Event Horizon Telescope, which carried the worldwide collaboration of 300 scientists who together operated on this magnanimous, held instantaneous press conferences in at least 7 countries to share the news. The image of Sagittarius A* is an enormous accomplishment. The second such time scientists have breached the blockade of invisibility to sight a black hole. The first photo, which was discovered in April 2019, was published in which the black hole that is found is at the center of the Messier 87 galaxy. It was an easier target to capture because of its size, despite its being much farther, at about 53 million light-years away. Astronomers say that the black hole dubbed M87* is as huge as the solar system we live inside. The second photo provides powerful confirmation to the scientific community, said Ferial Ozel, a professor of astronomy and physics at the University of Arizona. Now we know that it wasn't a coincidence. It wasn't some aspect of the environment that happened to look like the ring that we expected to see, she said at the news event in Washington, D.C. We now know that in both cases, what we see is the heart of the black hole, the point of no return. These two images look similar because they are the consequence of fundamental forces of gravity. A comparison between the two black holes will show us that the size of the Messier 87 galaxy is a lot bigger than the one discovered in our galaxy. It is supposedly at least 1,500 times more than the Sagittarius A*. Sagittarius A*, or SGR A* abbreviated, is considerably smaller at some 27 million miles across, but it's no tiny tot. Scientists approximate it to be 4 million times more massive than the Sun in our solar system. In comparison, the Sun's mass is equal to 333,000 Earths. Its home, Milky Way, is a spiral galaxy. It is fairly flat. Regardless, although the center sinks where the supermassive black hole resides. All around it is stars whizzing in diverse directions. The black hole is frequently anthropomorphized in pop culture as a space demon who takes everything around in itself. In reality, outside the movie, these black holes are quite gentle, researchers say, consuming relatively little from their environment. Black holes are part of a group of the most indescribable things in outer space. The most commonly found kind is called a stellar black hole. It is always thought to be the consequence of a giant star dying in a supernova explosion. The star's fragments then collapse onto itself, shrinking into a relatively tiny area. That, however, is the only explanation for the formation of the black hole. We still don't know how a supermassive black hole, millions and billions of times more enormous than the Sun, is formed. It is even more enigmatic than typical stellar black holes. Many expert astrophysicists and cosmologists believe these Goliaths lurk at the center of nearly all galaxies. Just recently, Hubble Space Telescope observations have reinforced the theory that supermassive black holes get their start in the dusty cores of starburst galaxies, where new stars are swiftly churned out. But scientists are still looking at the problem, piece by piece at the problem. Black holes don't have surfaces, like on a planet or star. In its place, they have a border known as an event horizon. It's a point of no return. Everything that swoops too close will fall in, never to get out of the black hole's gravitational pull. Before the May 12th groundbreaking image, the Event Horizon Telescope team released the first photo of a black hole in the Messier 87 galaxy in April 2019. Back then, M87 star presented proof that black holes weren't science fiction. The discovery of SJR A-star is evidence of decades of escalating observational science. Preceding the first black hole photo, scientists inferred a hole's presence in space by sensing its effect on nearby stars and gas. Albert Einstein, whose theory of general relativity prophesied black holes over a century ago, and Stephen Hawking, a cosmologist who enthusiastically dedicated much of his career to mathematically demonstrating their existence, are among the many figures who paved the way for Thursday's revelation. If M87 star offered proof that black holes weren't science fiction, SGR A-star is the testament to decades of mounting observational science. SJR A-star is exciting to scientists because it's ordinary, said Michael Johnson of the Harvard-Smithsonian Center for Astrophysics. The central supermassive black hole is representative of many others in the universe, allowing experts to learn more about these mysterious space objects. Despite their visual resemblance of being a blazing donut versus another blazing donut, the two black holes couldn't be more dissimilar, as has been noted by the scientists who have studied them. M87 star is amassing matter at a significantly quicker rate, but the Milky Way's central black hole changes in appearance more quickly. It takes measly minutes for gas to fully orbit it, whereas an orbit around the former lasts about 2 weeks. Moreover, the first snapped black hole introduces into the surroundings a gigantic jet of radioactivity that extends as far as the edge of its galaxy, while SJR A-star does not, in order to amass the immense amount of data needed to develop the new image. The Event Horizon Telescope used a method called Very Long Baseline Interferometry, which synchronizes all the observatories around the world and takes benefit of Earth's revolution to form one virtual planet-sized telescope. At the time of the 2019 black hole announcement, Event Horizon Telescope collaborators said they had attempted to create an image of the supermassive black hole as well, but the team hadn't been able to get a clear picture. As one of the most studied supermassive black holes in the universe, that came as a disappointment to many astrophysicists who yearn to gaze at our galaxy's own navel. I met it 20 years ago and have loved it and tried to understand it since, Ferial Ozel, one of the physicists, said the day the photo was released. This time around, scientists added the South Pole Telescope, which wasn't used in the M87 star photo, to the computer-generated telescope array to advance the resolution of their imaging. Researchers collected 5 petabytes worth of data, about 2.5 trillion pages of printed text, to catch even a flicker of this black hole, said another member of the team, Dom Piss. Put another way, that's the equivalent amount of data in about 100 million TikTok videos, according to the estimate of Vincent Fish, a research scientist at MIT Haystack Observatory. Due to the size of the data, it was not possible to stream over the internet. The scientists decided to ship hundreds of hard drives to 2 centers in western Massachusetts and Bonn, Germany, where supercomputers were available that could crunch the raw data. Admittedly, the SGR A-star photo is blurry as it can be compared to peering through frosted glass. Radio waves holding critical image details are dispersed, making the whole sharp outline look more like a jelly ring. The only way to fix that was to push the telescopes farther or a need to reach higher frequencies. The scientists don't think that the black hole is in reality a blurry image in the sky. The technology so far is only this developed, hence, there is a chance possible to have more defined photos in the future. There it is, folks. That is the overall gist of the new discovery of the largest black hole in the Milky Way galaxy in our home galaxy. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe to our channels for more such videos. Press the bell icon to get the notifications of our videos as soon as we post them. Do comment on the video on what do you think is going to be the next big discovery of space.